Hello and welcome to Systems Lab. Today we are going to give a small demonstration on different mobile chargers. Here you can see in front of me we have 4 different mobile chargers of different make. This one is from Sony, Apple, Samsung and iQube. iQube is another mobile manufacturer. Okay, so here you can see in these two cases the output drawn from mobile charger is through USB. Okay, so this we have a USB cable, and the other end we have all the 4 wires coming out so that we can measure the voltage. Okay, we broke open the Samsung charger and you can see that only 2 cables which are coming out. So we had got this cable, USB cable, along with the charger. In fact, it was integrated along with it, and we just broke it open and we connected 2 wires so that we can do some experiments. Okay, so these are essentially 2 wires which are coming out, and this is the iQube, and similar to Apple and Sony, it also has USB output from here. One interesting thing to note is that in USB you can see there are four lines. Those are not visible, but we have VDD ground and there are 2 data lines. But for charging purpose, in most of the cases only 2 lines are used, VDD and ground. Mobile chargers act as adapter. They convert AC to DC, 5 volt DC, and the 5 volt DC goes to the mobile phone through these 2 wires. This is 5 volt and this is ground. Okay, we can see here in Samsung there are, okay, let me see if I can zoom. So there are only 2. Okay, in this case the other 2 lines are floating. Okay, you got only VDD and VCC connected, the other 2 lines are floating. Okay, so now let us measure the output voltage. Okay, so let me turn on the supply and I should be a little careful. Okay, now let's measure the voltage. Yeah, so it is 5.6 coming out of iQube. Let's measure the Samsung output. Here it is. It's close to 5.2. Now let's go to Sony and let's measure. So here we have a little under 5 volts at the power lines. Now let us see what happens at data lines. So this is one data line and here it is. It's floating. Now let's see the other one. Well, this is also floating. So this basically it means that Sony is similar to Samsung. So even though the output comes out through USB, the 2 data lines are floating. Only VDD and the ground are coming to your charger. Now let's see what happens when we do the same experiment with Apple's charger. And by the way, this is iPhone charger. Yeah, so let's see. First we will measure ground and VDD. We'll see. Yes, so we are seeing 5.2 1. Now let's see what happens at data lines. Here it is. So this is not floating and we are getting a finite voltage, so which is 2.7 volts. Now let's see what happens at the other one. Yay, so it is 2.0, which means that this iPhone charger is different than Sony, Samsung and iQube. The other three chargers don't use data line for communication, whereas Apple iPhone charger has got some intelligence inside, which essentially tells the mobile phone through data lines that the phone is connected to the right charger. If you try to charge your iPhone using any of these, your iPhone will not charge. Whereas on the other hand, if you use Sony or Samsung mobile or any other mobile, if you try to charge using Apple, it will charge. So this was the conclusion of the experiment, that you cannot charge your iPhone with any other charger than iPhone's charger due to this reason. Thank you.